Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today, as you can see on your screen, we have a lot of new stuff. Now, I've already actually covered this right here, which is basically that Kid Goku. There's going to be a lot of missions surrounding it as well. It's going to be able to go all the way up to LR. It looks like, as I mentioned in my video just yesterday, it is going to be divided out into different story parts, but that's actually pretty legit. Of course, we got a new Prime Battle, LR Vegeta, a new Metacooler Dokkanfest on the way. This is the sort of like mission sort of completion type things that we're going to do, which you can get a Dragon Stone a day. It's pretty typical, like 20 stamina, win like 3 fights, stuff like that. So let's go ahead. Let's actually hop into the actual campaign news itself. So starting things off, this one right here is a new sort of daily login. As you can see, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that we're used to. There's going to be a Kai eventually. There's orbs, some stones, training items, awakening medals. Pretty typical. It's not anything that's like just too absolutely insane. All the way up to the 22nd of November, which my guess is this right here that we're about to go through is all the stuff for the first half of this month. I say this month is if we're already in November. Not quite there yet, but almost. And then the second half of November, which I didn't cover here on the channel, should be the Dragon Ball Heroes 8th anniversary crossover event with Dokkan Battle, which this one actually looks like a lot more hype units than even last year's. Not that SSJ 3 Gohan, the Toa, and the SSJ 3 Trunks weren't hype, but this one looks like it's bringing a lot of more new characters and a lot of hype new characters. So that's neither here nor there. So this right here is the number 2 is the actual missions themselves. Again, there is going to be a daily sort of thing to do to hop in and get at least 1 Dragon Stone a day, not including the one you get just from the daily login, but actually hopping in and doing missions each day. Number 3 is the Dokkanfest. Of course, is bringing that new Metacooler that we got to see the super attacks and stuff like that for yesterday. He looks incredible. His actual category, the strongest clan in space, just basically Frieza clan category, absolutely incredible team. Like, it's gonna be insane. 170% to all of that. He is AGL and he does buff extreme AGL, so you're gonna be able to run Turles on there, which is gonna be crazy too. And this guy right here, the only thing that I could maybe think of is because he is strong against this. That's why they're putting the future Gohan on there with him, because the Gohan is a Dokkanfest exclusive. Not that they couldn't have just done that in a sort of one of those Dokkanfest banners where they put 3 sort of units as the featured units on there, but they did it on here. This is okay with me. I only ever pulled 1 featured Gohan. I think I went on that banner once or maybe twice, and I ended up walking away with only 1 Gohan. I think I did a dual summon. If I didn't, then I think of something else. Either way, I know for a fact I either summoned once or twice on this banner, walked away with only 1 featured Gohan, so I can absolutely use more of him too. And as always, I've seen Talon tweeting about it, Truth tweeting about it. Pretty obvious, guys. This is nothing to go crazy on. We all know that it's going to be a ton of crossover style things with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, as I literally made a video just covering the predictions of that just last week. So I mean, this stuff right here is hype. It is cool to see this stuff, but it's nothing to actually like chase. Like, there's definitely no reason to chase this unit. He's going to be an awesome unit, but at the end of the day, the Dragon Ball Super Broly stuff is definitely the more hype things and the stuff that I feel like there's not anyone that could be like, oh no, you shouldn't summon for this. Well, it's kind of like the most hype thing of the year nearly, so why wouldn't you summon for it if you actually care about playing this game? So that's neither here nor there. So number 4, pretty typical now. As always, there is a banner that sort of highlights the units that are in the new category for the new Dokkanfest leader, so that's there. I'm sure it'll be featured unit, probably first 3 summons or 30 stones. Pretty sort of typical. I may actually go in on this because I can use these guys right here. So I might actually go in on this banner for the first time in a long time. Dragon Stone Cell, which is absolutely awesome for me. Definitely ready to be able to summon for at somewhat of a discounted rate. It still sometimes adds up, but you know, hopefully it's at least more than just 3 of the 90 stone packs. That's really all I ask. At least give us like 5. Give us like 5 of the 90 stones and like 3 of the 30 stones. That'd be great. Then we got a new Dokkanfest fight, basically, where we will take on the new cooler. I'm actually kind of excited for this fight. I hope they do something cool with it. I hope it's not quite, you know, Turles level easy. I'm just saying that because Turles was the last extreme AGL Dokkanfest to release. So I'm hoping it's something pretty decent. Because if you beat Turles before he actually transformed, you know, in a certain amount of turns, you don't have to do anything. I know that's not how they'll probably do this, because no matter what, he needs to end up in that other form where he's actually in the Big Yeti Star. But I'm hoping this one's actually a pretty decent Dokkan Dokkanfest fight. Then we have this new story event getting revamped, which it does make sense because all of those coolers that you could farm up, the SR ones now have Dokkan Awakens, and they actually look pretty cool, like at least the art style of them. The Prime Battle also begins against Vegeta to get the LR Vegeta awakened and all that fun stuff, running until the 22nd. So this is by far, if you're like me and you're always busy on the weekends when the Prime Battles are live, this is by far your best chance to get this guy good and done. Then we have the new story event where you're going to be able to awaken this Kid Goku into an LR. They are going to be rolling out the story events, from what I could tell, in sort of waves is what it looked like. So I don't think you can actually get him to LR quite yet, but you can get him to at least to level 100 because he starts out as an SR and you can awaken him into an SSR, get him to a UR state, and ready to be Dokkan Awakened later. The Season 8 of Dokkan Battlefield is coming. I'm hoping some change-ups for this one because we've not had a change-up in about 3 seasons now when they added the trunks. So it'd be kind of cool to see that. Obviously, a Dokkanfest banner where you're going to be able to summon for... the reason why obviously it's showing Beerus, so you can get the Beerus, Dokkan Awaken him, which of course you could also acquire him from the Red Dragonstone. And then there's the Intelligence Kid Buu because he's tech, so it makes sense that the Extreme Intelligence type is on here as well. Also, it looks like Realm of Gods is going to be his weakness. So Realm of Gods, actual category, or Extreme Intelligence are going to be your go-tos for taking on this Beerus EZA. I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of weird that they jumped SSJ 3 Vegeta because as far as actual releases go, SSJ 3 Vegeta, at least on the global side, I can't talk for the JP side because I wasn't playing JP quite yet, but at least on the global side, or maybe I was actually. No, because I didn't start playing JP until like right before Super Vegeta released. So at least on the global side, SSJ 3 Vegeta, the strength one, the tanker, came out before this guy. And then after this guy was Super Vegeta. Right? Like the Dokkanfest, the way they released, if I remember correctly, you can correct me on this because it has been a minute, so my brain could be, whatever. But if I remember correctly, it went SSJ 3 Vegeta, then it went this guy, and then it went Super Vegeta. So I'm definitely, as with everything, there's no way I can talk about the new EZA without talking about the fact that everyone wants STR Gogeta. Everyone wants Intelligence Jimba to get their Dokkan Awakens, and it's sort of lining up now that it looks like they may end up doing that for the 4-year anniversary. Maybe? It would make kind of sense, and hopefully they do happen at the same time. Be really, really cool, really hype. All those things right here, a Realm of Gods specific banner, which definitely makes sense since that's what you're going to want to use to take him on. If it's anything like the physical Kid Buu, and it really wasn't that bad until like even stage 30, and stage 30 really wasn't like terrible. So it's very possible that you may not even need a Realm of Gods team. Honestly, Extreme Intelligence will probably get you all the way through it without too many issues, but they may, ramp it up and all that. Now, this doesn't actually release until next week. So as you can see on the time here with stuff, a lot of this is releasing literally in less than a day, like in less than 24 hours. Whereas with the Beerus stuff, that actually isn't going to happen until sometime next week, the 6th of November, to be more specific. There's the actual announcement of the EZA taking on the Beerus. The Cell is also coming back. Then we got the story event here for that. And the Dokkan event against Beerus for that, so you can Dokkan Awaken him. Same thing for Cell. The story event were Rage Vegeta, which you can also Dokkan Awaken your LR Beerus from this as well. And then the Battle of Gods event here too, which you need that as well. But you can actually get these medals from the weekly extermination events. You can get these. You can't get those from that though. So anyways, there you go, guys. That is the new campaign coming to the JP side of the game. It's ironically enough, I was literally moments away before Dokkan, waking up basically, but before Dokkan Official announcing those units, I was about to be like, this is literally, I feel like the driest Dokkan has been. And then we get the release of all these new characters, new Dokkanfest, 170%, Frieza Clan lead, Meta Cooler, and then I was, no joke, moments away when I woke up, because I hadn't checked Twitter yet, and my brain was like, dude, because I checked Dokkan, and I was just like, oh, okay, there's this, and I was like, thank the Lord, they're actually releasing something, because this game it was getting a little dry, and then now it's just like all of this stuff, and then Legends has a new banner dropping tomorrow, so it's just like we went from, which Legends still had Gogeta and Janemba, so Legends wasn't really dry, but it was just an SSJ Shallot and all of that. But it's just like, it's just crazy how we went from what was a pretty dry month of October for Dokkan, and even a little bit for Legend, a little bit, not as much, but still, to then now just like all this stuff, like all this stuff. And one might even suggest, since they didn't do an LR last month for the transforming category, we might get an LR this month for the Frieza clan, because on that list, which there was an LR Kid Buu, which ended up not happening, on the LR list from the LR election almost a year and a half ago, there was an LR Golden Frieza. So one might sort of think there might be an LR Golden Frieza coming with all this stuff right here. So anyways, guys, there you go. That is today's video. If you're new to the channel, you're not done so yet. All those things, because you're going down there right now, hitting that subscribe button, joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping the like button as well if you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are ready to summon on this banner. And if you're not summoning because you're wanting to save for the Broly stuff, the 4th anniversary, because that's coming up soon too, all those things, then if you're ready to watch your boy or your favorite YouTuber that covers Dokkan, summon on it as well. You guys have a great day. Keep on keeping on Nanogenix sign off, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.